Hi, welcome to my channel. This is my first video, so we'll see how things go. My name is Roxie, and I will be reviewing a bunch on this channel. I plan on reviewing makeup, perfume, movies, coffee, everything. I have a lot of opinions on things, so I feel like sharing them might help others with making decisions. I will not be promoted or sponsored for anything I discuss. Everything I discuss is bought with my own money. All of my reviews are real. I'm a real person. I'm not a makeup artist or a cinematography studier. I don't even know the words. So I'm just going to keep things real, and that's that. So now that's out of the way. Today we are going to be reviewing a bunch of face products, specifically foundations and setting powders. I have a lot here. I can't even pick them all up at once, but this is what we're working with today. I'm going to start by talking about we'll start with the Elf one. It is the newest. I feel like people probably want to hear about this one the most. So we'll start with this. This is the Elf Camo CC Cream. I bought it because I've never liked any liquid foundation. I'm gonna start with that. I'm 32 years old right now, and throughout my existence, I have not found a single liquid foundation that I like. I don't like how it looks on my skin. I have acne prone skin, so even though I'm 30, even though I use different, I still get breakouts. And I feel like liquid foundations just make it so much worse. Even when they say they don't cause breakouts, they absolutely do. Or my skin's just ultra sensitive, I don't know. I also don't like how cakey liquid foundations look. Like, I feel like you can tell I have on makeup, and I don't like that. I don't like the way it feels. It's really heavy, and that's not just this foundation. I've tried quite a few. I was on this Too Faced Healthy Glow for a little while because it's also marketed as really lightweight and just a skin tint, but it too is just too heavy for me, and too cakey, and I hate it. I bought 2 bottles of it and I absolutely hate it. But it's the same kind of realm, both of these. Both of these have SPF 30 in them. Obviously this isn't Drugstore, so I'm not going to keep talking about it, but this is where I started this year, and this is where I've ended up. It's only March, but yeah, I don't like liquid foundation, including this one. The perks about this one is, I wish I still had the box. I know it has niacinamide in it and hyaluronic acid, and it's also SPF 30, so it's supposed to be really hydrating. It's supposed to be lightweight too. It says it should have an airbrushed finish with 1 to 2 pumps. And I don't feel like my skin looks airbrushed at all. I feel like it looks cakey, and it feels so heavy. It says it's long lasting. It is not. The first time I tried it with no primer because it says to just apply to clean skin. It doesn't say to use a primer. Since it's a CC cream with all of this in there, I didn't think a primer was necessary. And within just a couple hours, I was getting like the lines right here from where I smile, and under the eye was creasing really bad. I am wearing it right now, just so that's understood. I am wearing this right now. I wore it just for this review. And yeah, so I thought maybe using a primer would help, and it hasn't. I also used a setting spray the first time I used it, so I used the Urban Decay All Nighter the first time I used it, and it didn't help at all. It did not last all day or all night. So this time I used this priming spray by Milani. It is the Supercharged Revitalizing Facial Mist. It's a pretty good primer and setting spray, 2 in 1, which I really like. It has turmeric in it and vitamin C, so it's really good for the skin. I like this by itself, and I like it under other makeup, which we'll get to soon. And it's a pretty good drugstore buy. But this I am not a fan of. So I used it today with primer, and before I even got done finishing my makeup, my under eyes were creasing. I don't know if you can tell with this camera. I did tidy it up a bit already too, but yeah, it looks so cakey and it was already creasing. I had to go through and set it. Well, I always set my makeup with setting powders. I'll talk about those next. But that didn't even work. So I had to set it with powder foundation, and that seems to be holding it in place. But again, I've only had this on for like maybe a whole hour. So not the biggest fan of liquid foundations. But I gave it a whirl. I do like this more than the Too Faced Healthy Glow. Since they're basically the same ballpark, this one's just a third of the price. This was $30, $35, somewhere in there, and this one was only 10, so, or 15, but still much cheaper, and it works better in my opinion. I really wanted to like it though. I like the ingredients. I like that it has SPF 30, especially because it's already spring. Summer's right around the corner. I would not wear this like to the beach or to go swimming, but I really don't think anyone should wear foundation when they go swimming. It just seems like a bad idea. I don't know. But I do like that it has some sun protection. That being said, I don't like it. What I do like, especially for my age, I'm 32. I've already said that. So I'm in between like having young skin and mature skin. I'm like in that middle range right now, and I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that age range. So here I am. I'm 30, and my go-to foundation technique that has worked best for me has been using something like this. This is the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, and it's not even a tinted moisturizer. It says it's a natural glow enhancer. It's really hydrating, and it makes my skin really glowy, and I feel like it makes my pores disappear some. So I'm going to try and do a swatch of this so you can see what it looks like. It's really lightweight too, which I like, and hydrating. And it doesn't break me out. In fact, when I use this, I feel like my acne clears up even more. So you can see there's like no coverage, but it gives a really nice glow, and it's so hydrating. Even just putting this on my hand feels really good and so soft. So I really like this. My only complaint is that it doesn't have SPF in it, but Elf has a similar product out, the Woe Glow sunscreen, I think is what it's called. It's basically the same thing. It's an illuminating, moisturizing sunscreen. So it's like the Super Goop, I think is what it's called. Yeah, they make something similar, so it's definitely a dupe for that. But I'm hoping it's like this, but just with sunscreen, because I would like that for the summer at least. I'll be buying that soon and giving it a try. But this is almost gone. I've used the whole bottle, and I will definitely be buying more. I start with this, no primer, just moisturizer, and then this. And once it starts to dry down, if I want a more full coverage look, I will go in with a powdered foundation. Most days though, I don't. I just go out with this on and some mascara and some tinted lip balm, and I call it a day. I feel like in order to prevent my skin from aging even more, I need to wear less makeup, or at least less often. I really just don't want my skin to age even quicker than it already is. So I use moisturizer daily, twice a day. I use really gentle cleansers, and I try to only wear makeup if I'm taking photos or filming a video or going out for a special event or something. But most days, it's just this, a tinted lip balm, and mascara, and that's it. And I feel like that's plenty, especially with this. It makes my skin look so youthful and healthy, and I love this stuff so much. I have it in the shade 901, which is Fair Glow. I am quite pale. I should have mentioned that. So the other shades, just really quick, this is Fair 120N, and my Too Faced Healthy Glow is in the shade Snow, which is fitting. But yes, I'm really trying not to age my skin, so I avoid the sun like the plague. I go out for walks, but when I do, I wear sunscreen, which is why I really wish this had sunscreen in it. But it's okay that it doesn't for now. It's really dark out, as you can tell. Let me take a sip of drink. This is bubbly water. One day maybe I'll review them. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so back on track. I start with this, and then if I want to wear a more full coverage makeup like I am right now, this is not what I'm wearing right now, but if I wanted to do a more full coverage makeup, I go in with this L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour face powder. It's a foundation powder. I love this stuff. I love this combination so much. So just these two, I feel like it truly would last 24 hours. I've never gone 24 hours without washing my makeup off, so I'm not really sure, but I've definitely worn this for 12 plus hours and my makeup looks fine. It doesn't crease. This does not crease under the eye. It doesn't crease on the cheeks. It lasts all day. I mean, it's an incredible combination, and both of them together is less than $30, maybe less than $20. I'm not really sure on the price, but I got them both from the grocery store. So really accessible, really easy to find, and it truly lasts all day. This shade is 5 Pearl, and this one is Fair. So together, they're great, and it matches my skin perfectly. While we're on the topic of L'Oreal powder foundations, I also bought this True Match Super Blendable, and it says True Match, like it should match my skin, but it doesn't. They look almost identical, if not identical in the packaging, but this one comes out so warm, it doesn't match, and it really doesn't have good coverage at all, and it doesn't last. Like, I do the same combination, this and this, and my oil will start showing on my face, and my creases will start within maybe an hour. So, not really a fan of this one at all. They're the same price too, and this one is just so much better, the Infallible 24-hour wear. It's a full matte coverage. It says it's waterproof. My only complaint is that I wish it had some glycerin in there to be hydrating. I don't see any in there, which I know sounds counterintuitive. Like, why would I want a powder foundation to be hydrating? But this, on to setting powders, is hydrating. This is the Hard Candy Chilling Wonder Loose Finishing Powder, and I love it. I love this stuff. It's not really necessary when I use this, but I do top it when I use the Camo foundation. So this is what I put over this, and I mean, without this wouldn't last an hour. With this, it lasts a few hours. I really like this stuff. It doesn't feel cooling to the touch. I don't know why they market it as such. It says Chilling Wonder, but it does have glycerin in it, so it is moisturizing on the skin, but it is also oil controlling. So I know it can be done. I just wish L'Oreal would put glycerin in this, and I would be the happiest little camper. If they would put SPF in this and glycerin in this, it would be a match made in heaven. But even without, I'm gonna go ahead and like start rating things. I really like these. So let's see. That is it for foundation, but actually it's not. I also have this matte translucent powder by Pacifica, Cherry Velvet, and it's also pretty good. It's okay. It doesn't have any like special effects. Like this has a little bit of mica or something shimmery in there to make the pores look smaller, make them disappear. It has like a filtering effect, if you want to call it that, whereas this one is just simply a mattifying powder. But I bought it a while ago because it has no talc in it. I refuse to wear powders with talc, so it's healthy enough for the skin, and it has a cherry scent to it, which is a little jarring for someone with sensitive skin like me, but I haven't had any issues with this causing me to break out. just the liquid foundations. So where are we at? 15 minutes. All right, this feels like a good enough length. I'm going to go ahead and start rating these and giving them a score 1 out of 10. So a 10 will be a perfect product, and a 1 will be not perfect. 5 is average, as we can assume. I'm just going to go down the line. We'll start with this. The Elf Camo Cream, I give it a 6. A 6. I give it better than average because it is better than the Too Faced product, which costs even more. So it is better than average, but it's not a 10, and I don't think I'll be using it much more. I've used it twice already, and I really just can't be bothered to use it even a third time. So a 6. Then we're going to talk about the Milani Facial Mist. I give this a solid 10. It has good ingredients. It doesn't break me out. It's really moisturizing, and it does make my makeup last longer. The Lumi Glotion, I give a 9. If it had SPF in it, I would give it a 10, but because it doesn't, it gets a 9. The Infallible Foundation, the 24 Hour, I also give this a 9. Same situation. If it had glycerin in it, it would be a 10, but because it doesn't, it is a 9. Oh, and it does have talc in it. I just said I don't use talc, so I'm going to correct myself. This has talc in it. I'm going to drop it down to an 8 because of that. If it were talc-free and had glycerin, then it would be a 10. I can't believe I just discovered this has talc in it. I thought I checked it before and it didn't. But that's fine. Nothing is perfect. An 8. Then we're going to go to the True Match by L'Oreal. This one I give a 3. It has no coverage, it does not match my skin tone like it claims to, and it doesn't last at all. So yeah, this gets, I don't even know why I'm giving it a 3. I feel like that's generous. I give it a 1. I give it a 1, especially for the price. Okay, and then on to setting powders. The Cherry Velvet, I'm going to give it a 6 because it does have decent ingredients and it is really good at mattifying. It just doesn't have any like shimmer in it or any light reflecting qualities. So once it settles down, I feel like I don't know. I feel like at my age when makeup is too matte, it just makes me look older than I am, and I don't really like that. So we're going to give this one a 6. Is that what I said? 6, maybe a 7. It's good enough. And I would buy it again. This, on the other hand, gets a 9. A 10. I'm going to give it a 10, actually. My first 10 out of all of these. Because, did I give Milani a 10? I'm not really sure. I really need to keep track of these scores. But yes, this one is perfect. No talc, and it has glycerin, and it makes my skin look really good. And it's oil controlling, which I really like. They have another version that is not oil controlling. It's more hydrating somehow. Maybe it has more glycerin in it, but yes, I really like this. So perfect 10 here. The only complaint, I guess, or question is the title, Chilling Wonder. It's not really chilling to the touch at all, but it is wonderful. So all right, well, that is it for the foundation area. I plan on making another video soon about lip tints. This is just 2 of them that I have right here. 3. I have a bunch of tinted lip balms. A bunch. So we'll be reviewing those next. And perfume I'm probably going to review soon. I also have a bunch of Tarani coffee syrups I plan to review soon. So this isn't going to be all makeup reviews. It's just going to be everything. I want to review everything. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it informative. Leave me a comment below if you want me to review anything else specifically. Yeah, maybe like and subscribe. I don't know. I'm really new to this. But yeah, we're gonna have fun.